Hi everybody, I'm Sinead Kennedy, health and wellness coach. Welcome to my Yoga for Cyclists class. Now today's class is fantastic for everybody who sits at a desk as well as cycles. So we're going to be focusing on opening out our back, our pecs and into our shoulders. Why? Because when we're sitting on a bike or at our desk or playing golf or holding babies or loading dishwashers, it's all to the front, okay? And we end up with these very short, tight pecs, internally rotated shoulders, and what happens then? We have to crank through the neck to lift our head. So that's when you're coming to me in my physical therapy office going, I've got a pain in my neck and I can't understand why. So without further ado, let's get going on today's video. So for today's class, you will need a chair. Now the good thing is that you can do this one even while you're out on your bike, when you're at the coffee shop, or if you're sitting at your desk all day, you can jump up and do it really simply and easily in the office. So we're going to turn and we're going to have ourselves facing the back of our chair. Now you want to make sure, obviously if you're a very tall person, that the chair is higher. I'm particularly small, so I'm pretty okay with most chairs. So I'm going to try and get my hamstrings to get a little bit of a stretch while I'm here too, because it's not just about the back, it's about my whole body. Now I'm going to take the arms out in front and I'm going to try and line up my heels directly underneath my back side, and I'm going to try and make a 90-degree angle to start with. Okay, now what we're doing is I'm lengthening here so you can see that my pec muscles down here at the front and my lat muscles here at the sides are coming in and being lengthened. Okay, hamstrings are known about it too. Okay, if you need to put a little bend in your knees, don't worry, you can do the hamstrings on one of my other videos. So we're going to just hold it here. We're going to allow gravity to do the work here for us. Now my shoulders are pretty good, okay? You might again need to just stay here, again work to your own ability, and eventually gravity is going to take us down and it's going to take us into a lovely back bend as well. Do you see that? My back is being arched naturally. I'm not forcing it at all, and my shoulders have gone right into a lovely lengthened position. Okay, so if I stood up, my arms would be behind my ears. Okay, now if your shoulders are very tight, you may need to widen those arms. So I've taken them out like the Y in YMCA. Okay, or you can bring them in close together if you're more mobile like me. Okay, and this is great because gravity is doing the work here for us. My back is getting a lovely stretch. And it's really simple, okay? Now you can do this, as I said, when you're stopped talking to people with your bike, you know, when you're at the coffee shop, whatever. You can use your bike as your chair. And we're just gonna hold it here, okay? And just let gravity sink you down. Make sure your head is nice and loose. And I'm just breathing into it. Now obviously if you've had surgeries, rotator cuff injuries, you'll need to go easy here, okay? So just, that's a nice one to do. And again, it's very nice because we are getting the hamstrings, the back of the legs, we're getting the pecs, opening out the shoulder, getting down into the lats, okay? So again, see, you can stand up yourself and see how far you can get those arms behind you, okay? So that's just a really nice one. So if that's too difficult for you and you prefer something else, okay, I'm going to show you a really simple one, and most of you will know this from coming to my class. So kneel down, take the hands forward of the shoulders. So again, I'm creating that 90-degree angle. I want you to pretend you have a paintbrush stuck into your tail, and with your tail we're going to draw a nice big circle. Keep your arms strong. We're keeping the tummy tight, and you can see that my pecs and my shoulders here are getting that stretch. And this might be a nicer way for you to introduce your body to lengthening these muscles. You're also, just reverse it here, you're also again giving your hips, your pelvis, just a nice little bit of movement. Your back is getting a nice ripple through it. Okay, you can come forward, however, we do never want to collapse, okay? Keep those hips up, keep the tummy tight. And then after a little bit of a warm up, we're going to just push back and we're going to melt here, okay? Now this is a puppy pose in yoga. Doesn't matter what it's called. Again, if it's too much, you can widen out the arms, okay? So that might be a little bit easier for you. Okay, getting the sternum down onto the floor. And if anyone is a little bit mobile, more mobile, and you want to deepen that, now go easy here, okay? Because this is not, please don't be silly, okay? Be real, all right? So again, I'm just going to create a deeper drop. So again, putting my hands onto the blocks. Okay, but you can do this one off the chair as well. Might be easier for you. And just melting into it and letting gravity do the work. That's it. And then gently release it. Okay, now if they're all too much for you, I'm going to give you a really, really simple one. Okay, sit up any way at all. You can do this on a stool or a chair. Take the arms out behind you, clasping them. Roll the shoulders back. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, guys, okay? So you can feel free to share it as well with your club mates. Drive the arms down nice and low. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together as if I had a lemon. Push the chest up, lift your heart up, and then only if you feel up to it, we're going to lift the arms up off of the back. Now again, I'm creating that lovely arch into my back. My chest is lifted. It's the complete opposite of how we do on our bike, at our desk. Doesn't matter what your sport or your lifestyle. Okay, we want to be able to get extension into the spine and gently release it, okay? And just shake everything out. So they're just a few simple ways that you can get these shoulders mobile again. So, you know, a lot of people come into me and complain that, you know, when they're on their bike, it's here, it's their traps that are hurting. And again, they're putting a lot of tension into their arms, into their hands. When you're cycling, just check, are your elbows out? Because if the elbows are out, your traps have to kick in to hold the arm up, okay? So try and get the elbows in and lift through the chest, okay? If the chest is down, the head has to crank to look up. And again, that's just all wrong. So we want this strength to lift through the chest so that you can look forward on your bike without cranking your neck. So elbows in, chest out, okay? Think about having a medallion. You want to lift your medallion while you're cycling. And running as well. Running is the same. We want the thoracic extension. So that's today's video. I hope that you liked it. Don't forget to press like, share and subscribe. Don't forget you can also come to Spain with me. I run cycling and yoga holidays in the Sierra Nevada, which is Andalucia. We have really tough climbs, but then we have yoga for cyclists at the end of the day to help you recover nice and quickly. The link to that holiday is down here below. So I hope to see you all very soon and happy cycling.